Hey guys, Banana Luck here. Welcome back to another Watch Our Realms video. We are back with a big event that's, I don't know, maybe by the time I post this, it should already have been announced officially on the actual servers. But that is the Siege of Tia event. I think this is the first time we're getting a server-wide event where, everyone comes together to put in effort to clear through some bits of content. Now, I'm gonna be doing a few guides for the boss fights as well as general progression, what to look out for, what mechanics you need to understand, so that hopefully it'll make the event more enjoyable and we don't encounter any hiccups that makes the event much tougher for us. Now, this is where we start off, this portal. And you can see we have a lot of these green tiles and yellow tiles. So what does this all mean? Green means that these tiles have been 100% purified. And that is the main aim of the game. It's to purify tiles and move on to the objectives. Before you purify them, you can see that there are hidden tiles here. So purifying this one will allow us to see what's ahead of us instead. And there are 4 different kinds of tiles. First of all, we have the battle tiles. These ones are quite straightforward. You basically go in, fight, and every battle you do will add to the purification score. Now, on test server, we have this thing called the Divine Boom. It will not be on the actual servers because this is just to help us content creators. We don't have many units with us. We don't have many content creators. So this is supposed to be a server-wide event. So to help us to actually pass some of these stages, they actually set this up so that we can clear things a lot faster. And then you can see also in the battle, it consumes 20 energy. Over here, they call it morale. So morale is actually capped at 300 with a recovery rate of 1 point every 5 minutes. So this means that give or take, every hour you get 12 points. 24 hours, you're going to get about 200 or more points. Now, I have more because, once again, they sent us extra so that we can clear stuff. But you guys get the idea. To clear all this, you will need to participate actively. You need to do your battles daily. And you can see that the challenge rewards are pretty straightforward. You get combat merit, which you use to purchase items in the shop. And you also get supplies. And this is used in other parts of the event. So that's the battles. We have different difficulties, and you can see with different difficulties come different stuff. In the normal difficulties, getting this tile purified actually gives you extra attack speed. And then, this one gives rewards because it's easy difficulty. But if we jump to one of the ones with faction logos here, then you can see after you complete this, during the event, increases the attributes of all Northern faction units by 15%, and each hero can only benefit from 1 faction blessing, which means that heroes like Adeya, for example, cannot benefit from both the North Throne and Chaotic Blessing, for example. And once you get all these blessings, you will see them in the bonus section. You will see the attributes at the top, and then you can see all the blessings at the bottom here. So this is how you sort of keep track of what you have going on. Now, that's all you need to know about battle tiles. Later on in this video, we are going to showcase what these battles look like and how you can easily clear them no matter which state of the game you're in by showing an epic only team. Now, besides the battle tiles, you also have the purification tiles where you donate supplies. So remember, just now we were seeing some of these supplies from the drops. That is what you use to clear, with the purification here. But bear in mind, you don't need to purify all tiles. We do have objectives to hit, which we'll show after this. And in general, you want to try to, avoid doing stuff on tiles that are not going to lead you anywhere. So this is the supplies one. And then we also have the purification one where to purify, you basically use both your merit and supplies. Now, you also use morale as a part of it, and arguably, the purified tiles are probably the worst kind of tiles that you should go after, just from the ROI that you get from it. So unless it's blocking you, you should try to, avoid it as much as possible. So avoid the Purify tiles, do the Battle tiles, do the Donation tiles as well. And then last but not least, we have one more in the list here. Where was it? Where can I find it? That's the Dispatch tile, where what you basically do is that you send heroes. There we go. So you send heroes over, and it costs morale as well, but it's instant, and you get rewards from it, and yeah, there's really not much else that we can mention here. And you can see that every category that you hit here, you're gonna get extra rewards. So you get the maximum of 40% with all these units, and that's what you should try to aim to do when you're looking at clearing this. Alright, so that's the 4 type of tiles that we need to worry about. And now with the type of tiles sorted out of the way, let's talk about what you need to do to clear stuff. So the end game of this is that you want to defeat the World Eater. And who is the World Eater, if you may ask? That is Azeroth. So we have special tiles that we're trying to hit, as well as having to get to Azeroth. And you have limited energy daily, so we have to strategize and make sure that we work towards different stuff at the same time. So there are also Legion Commanders. These are side bosses here and there before you meet Azeroth. And that's how we actually get the big bonuses that get us to, you know, the end game fight. So if you click on the guide here, you're gonna see all the bosses. And what the recommendation we have is that you should work towards these bosses in a sequential movement. So the first boss that we should go after is actually going to be Sokolins. So he is the top left corner. You can see him here. And after you win this, all allied heroes restore 10% max HP every 10 seconds after deployment. So extra survivability. And bear in mind, the boss fights, you don't get to deploy all your heroes as well, so every bit of these bonuses help. Now, I have another video on clearing the boss itself, so we'll get to that. But just a quick one, you actually get into a co-op stage with this. So you can invite people or you can start matching to, you know, get things sorted out. But you can also have this thing called Memorial Assist. So what happens here is that you recruit like the friendly assist equivalent of, you know, your friends, your guildmates, and they join in to help you to take part in this fight. So this is the co-op section of it. And I'm very sure this is available in all other fights. Second one that you have to go after is going to be Twin Fin. So this is recommended by the devs. I'm not sure why exactly, but Twin Fin is at the bottom here. And after defeating him, all heroes become immune to debuff. So this is huge because debuffs are going to be a big issue in the boss fight later on. So this is another one that we have to go after. And then after this, we have to go over to, where was it? Lord of Desolation, which is Lord Finis. After defeating this, increase all allied heroes damage by 30% for 10 seconds every 40 seconds after deployment. And then last but not least, we have Azeroth. So the World Eater, you don't get anything from occupying his tower because it's the final boss. So you just get some rewards. And yeah, that's basically it. And besides working towards all the bosses, you will see a lot of these tiles here as well. All these are tiles that go towards boosting your certain factions. So this one boosts Arbiters. This one boosts mages as well as tacticians. So it's all stats boost here and there. And if you see the list that I have here, you actually get to see everything. We also have some unique ones like increases all allied damage by 10%. And then every 20 instances of damage dealt to the enemies inflict anathema. And then all allied heroes immune to debuff. That's the Twin Fin one that we saw earlier. If any mages kills an enemy, 40% chance to trigger Elegy of Ruin. I believe this is Damis. And yeah. So you have everything that you need to know now about the bonuses, what to work towards. So how you should strategize it is, for example, we're working towards Sokolins. So what you should do from the start tile here is obviously make your way towards the Cultist tiles, the Nightmare tiles, the Watcher tiles, and in doing so, slowly make your way to, you know, this other tile as well, the Leia Blessing, and get to the Sokolins one. and we shouldn't touch anything that is in the way there. And then we have this Ingrid's War Foundry where you can donate diamonds, obtain diamonds to donate diamonds to obtain bonuses. So these are the ways that you can go about to get that. And now with all that out of the way, let's actually get into some battles. I'll show you this epic only team, which should help to tackle even the nightmare type of bosses. So let's just put in everyone here. There we go. So there are many different maps, and you can see there's different difficulties as well, but nothing too crazy. Everything is pretty much manageable with just epic units. So let's get into it and show you guys how it's done. Right, there we go. So we're gonna go ahead to put down the 2 tanks first, obviously. Go, and once we're done there, we're just gonna put Astrid down as well.
Dance with me. The doll is ready.
You can see it's pretty straightforward. Just a matter of dishing down DPS. Nothing too crazy that you need to worry about. We can just put this soldier at the back here. Yeah, we're just gonna pop the ultimate there.
Destiny is a pretty lie for naive souls.
We're gonna get Iona's ultimate up again shortly. Pop that, get things going, and then we'll have the boss last but not least, and a huge wave that's gonna be coming in. Go. The Iona ultimate.
My blade is ready whenever it is needed.
Because there's no time limit on this, we can actually slowly just chip things down. No rush to get things sorted. And you can even despawn Hollow there just to get extra help there. Pop the ultimates again. Yeah. So very standard content here. Nothing too crazy. You don't need that many good units to get through. Just AoE DPS. I mean, you could even bring in a Nightmare Faction, Volca, Wrath. All those units work amazingly well too. And then there you go. That's clear. We did have one lick there. I placed my units a bit too late. But yeah, this is how you do it. And once you defeat the boss one time or any stage in general, you will be able to unlock the quick clears, which if let's say we pop over here, because I didn't manage to clear through the full thing, I don't get the quick clear. But if let's say we move on to maybe let me find a tile that I've cleared previously. If I can find one, then I'll be able to show you guys how the quick clear works. Yep, there we go. So this one was the one I did. If let's say we pop quick clear here, just gonna very quickly take down whatever it is. we don't have to redo the fight again. You also can do auto fight. That is not much difference as well. But yeah, quick clear just does it way faster. And then after this, because I'm on test server, you're gonna just be unlocking this very quickly. Yeah, verification complete. And you get to unlock the next tile here. And this one is the purified tile, which we unfortunately have to use here, because otherwise we are unable to actually pass on to get to the Acertosis one. So let me just minimize it. Yeah, there we go. And that's the Acertosis one now. Alright, so we'll give this tile a go since we've unlocked it. And yeah, you can see difficulties wise, you are going to get debuffs in some of these factions. Which of course, if you have abundant amount of units, you can just switch around and, you know, see what works best for you. But we're sticking with the Epics only team again. And we'll see what we can do. So we'll do Oleg down first. Sode.
May the sun melt their evil. The order must be revered. Dance with me.
Put down Astrate. You can see these units are not really doing that much damage. I think the only concern that we have here is just making sure we do enough damage in time. So pop the ultimate right about now. We'll do the Mari deployment here. Very close one, you can see at the back lines, but still managing to get it done. Oh yeah, that's basically how we get by.
I'll feed them to the worms.
I think these guys might go into revive. Do they? No, they just die right away. Now, one reason why I'm struggling so hard as well is that the debuff that we have on this stage is the what do you call that? Is the 40% damage magic damage reduction one, so that's why it's proving a bit difficult. Other than that, we should be able to get through this. Oops, Yuna, sorry, my Abyssal died there. And squeeze in one more time in case we get overwhelmed. That way we don't have to worry too much. I can see the requirements are not too crazy. Just have to have the right units at the right place.
My enemy is destiny itself.
And once we're done here, pop the ultimate again. Popping the Oleg ultimate just to get the extra block. And once we have this done, we're just gonna put down Abyssal. Drop the extra blocks. Just left on the right side here. I'll pop the ultimate. Speed things up here. Yeah, there we go. Another nightmare stage done. And yeah, this is pretty much the only set of units that you would need. Maybe you add in some piercers to, you know, deal with the fights that have reduced magic damage like the one we have here. But once this is cleared, then you can go ahead to auto fight and, you know, clear this out quickly. Okay, maybe that is not the best one because we don't want to, you know, spend too much time there. So let's do quick clear and quickly, you know, clear this up for you guys to see. Bunch of quick clear tickets there, so it's decent ROI. And then yeah, the purification is done here, and then we get the Asseturasis one unlocked. And now we can just move on slowly here and, you know, get to the basic attributes for all fighter and defenders boosts. But yeah, that's enough of me yapping around, but this is basically the guide for Siege of Tia for the start. We will have more guides coming to show you guys how to do the certain boss fights and all that. And also, the shop itself is pretty decent too. So you can see we get a bunch of the extra tier 3 stuff. We have the forging material, wisdom powder meteoroids, augmentation gems, recasting hammer. So it's pretty good. And then on the special side of things, we have this hero pack, which contains a few of the newer gen heroes. Then we have this ones that get random piece of gear from Warlord, Immortal Warrior. So we get the Variant Gem, Summons, Rares, Ancients, as well as Legendary Crystals. So it's all in all a pretty okay event because it's free-to-play friendly. You can unlock all these free rewards, and all you got to do is just play frequently, and once you unlock the tiles once or twice, you can just go repeatedly to auto fight them to clear them through. You don't have to do them manually again. Now, that's pretty much it for the video for now. So, introduction to Siege of Tia, the different tiles that you need to take note of, what to do in terms of objectives, which bosses to clear first, what faction bonuses to unlock, so on and so forth, and also a guide to show you guys how easy it is to actually clear through this nightmare tiles. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave it down in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to answer you, and yeah, see you in the next one. Goodbye.